When did you become a fan of wrestling?
Oh, see, I don't even remember because it was that early on. I used to watch it with my brother, and I had the a VHS. Oh, it's there actually. I'll grab it. Hold on.
Nice.
I keep getting up and down out of the shop. But
That's cool, man.
It was just handy that it was to hand. So I had this. It's The Rock, Know Your Role.
Oh, Silvervision, man. Brings back so many memories.
And then, like, the back art is mint.
I used to have so many of them, man. That has made me smile, generally. And a little bit sad, because I miss them.
Oh, this video is amazing, right? Because it, like, shows him, like, his day in his life and everything. And, like, it shows his matches in between. It's like him going to go get clothes, like his $15,000 shirts, him getting his hair cut. It's so cool, and he's just been wandering around. But he does like the intro and the outro to it. I grew up watching it all the time. Like when I was ill, when I came home from school, I'd put it on in the background while I wrestled with my teddies. That's my earliest memory of wrestling. Like the cage match between Triple H and The Rock on Raw with China on the outside. That's like where he pulls him off the top and everything, and The Rock's laying on the top of the cage, and Triple H is crawling for the door, and The Rock's hanging on the top of the cage, and he drops down and just wins, and it's like, whoa, that's the moment for me.
That like VHS that you got there, by the way, that's when The Rock's actually in like doing it as kayfabe as well, sort of in gimmick, like a mix of it, isn't he? So I love that shit, man. I miss it.
Yeah, it's full gimmick.
I'm not saying like
when he does,
things have changed. We understand that, but a little bit of kayfabe makes a little bit of effort.
Exactly. Yeah, I always try and do it. It's a bit more candid now, but usually like, when I'm doing the Broken but Glorious podcast, I always try and keep that gimmick alive. But with that, he comes in at the beginning. He's all in like it's like a big black jacket, and he stood there like that with his arms like crossed, and he's there just talking away at the camera. And then the end of the video, he like outros it, and he gets in a limo and drives off.
Love
like,
it, man.
This man is the coolest guy ever.
Just oozed.
The Rock's my favorite ever. Like that's it.
Quick question then: what's your favorite?
Like no wonder he's. Go on.
I was just going to say, what is your favorite Rock film? Sorry, Dwayne Johnson.
I'm going to go out there, and it's got to be Welcome to the Jungle or The Rundown.
Really underrated film with Sean William Scott.
So good. Yeah.
It's a great film.
That's like, I watched it when I was younger. Like, I was way too young to watch that film. But I loved it. I thought it was mint, the action at the end. And like Arnold being in it as well, where they pass each other in the club and he's like, have fun. And then that was like one of the last films Arnold did before he became governor.
That was like Arnold's endorsement for the next action, like the big action star.
Yeah, and I absolutely love it when they cross each other and he's like, have fun. And it's like, oh my God, he did for the next 10 years. And then Arnold came back and they need to do a film together. Just saying.
That'd be cool, man. Just to see them cross paths again. And he does the rock bottom in the nightclub, doesn't he? To someone.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, I'm going to show my age here, but I saw it at the cinema. I was just like, yes, latest SmackDown.
I watched it on DVD when I was little, and he does the rock bottom through the table. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the rock bottom.
Oh man, I used to love the Rock
as well. I used to love the Scorpion King.
See, I loved it when I was younger. I rewatched it a good couple of years ago. I was like, did not really age well. Welcome to the Jungle is still brilliant. Love that film. But Scorpion King,
I haven't watched it either in a long time though. Really like Jumanji. Jumanji was good.
New Jumanjis, I think they're good. I mean, I'm always going to say
the second one. Oh,
it's good. The second one's fine. Like, I didn't think it was bad at all. I think the first one's better, but I thought it was still a fun sequel. I mean, they leave room for a third, and I won't go into too much detail in case obviously you want to watch it or the listeners.
I want to watch the second one eventually.
But it's good. It's a good film. I liked it. But the first one, that was really good. When I watched it at cinema, I didn't really have much, high hopes for it. Came out, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, good stuff. But he has made a couple of stinkers as well.
Oh yes, I remember watching The Tooth Fairy. That was funny.
Fucking terrible. It's so bad.
What was that film that he did? Not the Disney football one. That was The Tooth Fairy.
Oh, the Gridiron Gang.
That's it. That's a good film.
That was
a good film.
I think this one he's done. It's called I think Snitch.
Oh God, yeah.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah,
Or the helicopter one. But it's like basically Die Hard sort of combination.
And is that the one where he's got one leg?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought it was a bit really CGI fest, like just a bit much. I didn't really enjoy it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I just really like it. It just seems like Die Hard. I might watch it eventually because it's just not Die
just
Hard.
good to have in the background.
Christmas.
If you're trying to make Die Hard is a Christmas film, by the way. If anyone disagrees, shut the fuck up.
I've had this argument so many times, and people are just like, "Oh, it's just got Christmas music at the end." It's a Christmas film. It's got Christmas music at the end. It's set at Christmas. The second one's just as much as a Christmas film as well. Watch them all at Christmas. Well, the first two.
100%, mate. And I know for a fact Bruce Willis has gone on the record to say it's not a Christmas film, but Bruce Willis is a miserable actor who will literally collect a paycheck for any fucking film. Go on his filmography and you'll see exactly what I mean. He will do anything for a paycheck. So fuck him.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.
Your favourite brand of chocolates? I gotta ask, man. So I'm gonna be like, oh, you really fucking asked that? Yes, I have. It's my podcast. Get your own.
To believe it or not, no one's ever asked me that question. Like all the podcasts I've done,
Yeah.
you never had that question.
So anyone that is,
well done.
You just heard that. Thank you.
That's a very good question. You know, what are we classing as chocolate bars? Because this is a controversial subject.
I'll let you answer that. You can choose whatever.
You see, I'm a proper boring guy when it comes to chocolate. I like plain chocolate. I really just love plain chocolate.
I'm the same. I cannot stand dark chocolate.
Oh no, dark chocolate, no. Like just milk chocolate or white chocolate. Bang, straight in. I love Galaxy. Also Yorkie. Yorkie, just because the big chunks of chocolate.
Can't say anymore. Not for girls anymore. Fucking hell.
No. Oh god, yeah. Definitely not now. Jeez.
It was harmless, but at least it's their campaign. We're not actually being arseholes, by the way. In case no one has a clue what we're talking about. It was on their campaign. Google it. We're not talking shit.
That's definitely a pre-woke one. Pre-woke era, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else I really like, which is also a divisive one. I do like Turkish delights.
I like them. I hate them.
Oh,
but I like bounties.
See, I like bounties. Well done. Yes,
love them.
Yeah, you know why? You know why bounties get so much hate? It's because someone said they're crap, and then everyone goes, "Oh, it's cool to think they're crap."
Yeah, like pineapple on pizza and stuff.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
To be fair, I personally do not like it, but I know people that probably haven't even tried it, and they say I don't like it.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things like, oh, never had a bounty, but people say it's rubbish, so I'm going to say it's rubbish as well. It's like, nah, like literally, it's like literally when you get those selection boxes and all the stuff is bounties, I'll just be like,
oh my god, it just like those celebration boxes, fucking, I don't want bounties. Fine, I'll have it. Like, I'm gonna actually enjoy it.
Yeah, and then someone goes, I can't believe you like those, and it's like, well, yeah, because they're good chocolates, mate.
They're lovely. I love them.
Yeah. And then people and then people eat the topics. For me, topics are dreadful. Like,
I got a controversial one. Mars bars. Okay. Don't like them.
You don't like Mars bars?
Nah, I take ages to eat. Like, my teeth just don't like them.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
And I think they're very like, you have a bite and it just slowly goes down. I just don't enjoy them, man. Like, if I have one, I'll have to have it with a coffee or something, or just to melt it a little bit. Yeah,
it's kind of like full fat Coke, isn't it?
Yeah, like
just that thing to your teeth. See, I love full fat Coke, but I get.
Battered Mars bar is fucking horrendous.
Oh, I've had a battered Mars bar, and
you liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did like it. I tell you what, I've had deep fried Oreos as well, and they were fucking peng, mate. Oh,
I've actually heard they're right. I've not tried it. I like Oreos, but I haven't got it in me.
Get them with some chocolate dip.
I think I'm going to do it. Like, do you know what? I might use this as a clip, right? And I'm a bit worried. I'm going to be like, Chocolate Thunder picks his favourite, like, chocolates, right? And it's just two brown guys in the thumbnail, and you'll see the racists will have a field day with it, mate. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Jesus. Oh. I'd just be blacklisted from everything. Like literally, it's like that.
I love it. I've just got to do it, man. Definitely. It's me on the clip. So I'm still recording. I ain't changing shit, mate. I just.
I love how you asked that off the cuff question. It turned into a massive debate almost that encompassed pizza and just like
Oreos and Mars bars,
fried bars, and yeah.
I'm actually gonna do. I want to try. Where did you have the fried Oreo? By the way, 'cause I'm quite curious. I want to try it.
There was a chicken shop right around my way that did them, and they were vegan as well. I think they were because I think Oreos are vegan, or is that urban legend? But yeah, basically they did them, and me and my missus were like, let's give these a try. They sound dirty, but let's.
Did she like it, or was it just you?
She said, I think the one she had a bit too much baking powder in it, and you know when you have too much baking powder, it's a bit burny.
Yeah.
So she was put off them, but mine were like perfect.
You really loved it, don't you? Oh, yes. You should do it like just as I wanted to show. Just come out as a t-shirt, like. People are like, why is he fucking wearing that? It's just like, yeah, what you call it, podcast?
Yeah. Dude, if you do t-shirts, bang, yeah, I'll definitely.
I'm tempted to get merch from this point. I just feel like I'll probably just be like my mum that'll buy it and that's it. But that's still 20 quid I'll get.
Yeah.
Full price. I get this now. Sorry, mum, I love you. Thank you for giving birth to me. Why do you love Ronaldo?
Why do I love Ronaldo?
If there's a listener out there who somehow doesn't have a clue, which I'm going to find it impossible, but who knows, explain to them what is special about Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's just that he's captivated a generation, hasn't he? He's that generational talent. It's obviously that most cliche thing to say, but he's like all the way through my school. Like when I was going through school, it was always Cristiano Ronaldo playing for Man United. Like I got number 7 on the back of my United shirt when I was little with my name on it, and everyone at school was like, "Oh, it's 7 like Ronaldo. It's 7 like Ronaldo." My time, I was thinking though, because I loved David Beckham growing up. It was it's 7 because of Beckham, not because of Ronaldo. But then as I got older into high school, I was the only one at school who was always going, Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world. And you look at his feet, and you look at those free kicks. Even the hair of him was iconic. It's like David Beckham. He captivates your imagination. Like, what's he going to do next?
Yeah.
I know everyone goes on about Messi and like, oh, look at him run through everyone. He doesn't need skills to do it. But the amazing thing about Ronaldo is look how fast his feet are. That Ronaldo tested to the limit where he's like just dribbling through the cones and evading the lasers. You're like, oh my God, look at him. And then he's got the Cristiano Ronaldo boots as well. I've got they re-released it, the CR7 Safaris, the first ones that were polka dot of white and black.
Yeah.
I spent 200 quid on them because they re-released them, and I was like, I've got to get them. I'm just the biggest Ronaldo fanboy going, because the way he's dedicated to what he's done, and the way everyone goes, he's 36 years old. Yeah, but he's not, though. He's 26 years old.
There's actually idiots, by the way, like actual, not just like fans, but actual pundits questioning it, like doubting him.
I don't know how.
Like, did you not see what he did in Italy? Have you not seen what he does on like for Portugal? Like, you shitting me? This
is a massive thing, right? And I'm going to name drop a TikToker here, and I hope he sees it. So you know that Tom Garrett on TikTok, he does all the football opinions. I don't know if you've seen him. He's from Birmingham. He sports West Brom. Oh, fair, right. So he's massive on TikTok. He does all these football opinions, and he's come out and he's gone, I'll put 500 quid against anyone, like any of the United fans, anyone. Lukaku will outscore Ronaldo. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They literally played a season with each other last season. And Ronaldo played in a poor Juventus team who finished 4th, scraping scraping by. Inter Milan won the league. Lukaku still didn't outscore him. It blows my mind. How can anyone think Lukaku's going to outscore Cristiano?
See, this is where I'm going to not agree with you. I think that's a fair bet. I think Lukaku going to Italy is the best thing he ever did. I don't know what it was when he went to you. I mean, I've actually heard people call him fat. He was not fat. Okay, mate, been like
he put on a lot.
Put on a bit of weight. But to call him fat though, like
no, he wasn't fat. He was a unit.
Fat, God knows what I am, but like he was still a unit, and he still got goals. But I think the problem was how much you spent on him.
Yeah, when he played against Paris, he took off his top. He's ripped, like he was massive. But that was I know this. I heard about this. It was to do with Jose wanting him to be more like a more of a target man. He was trying to make him bigger, so they got him to put on a load of weight, and it just never suited him because he was carrying too much. He made a run against, I think it was like Crystal Palace, maybe Chelsea. It was Chelsea at home when Ollie took over in that last season, and I just remember him storming at the defence with the ball at his feet, and he took like a really good run. But then he was just puffing, like he was keeled over, like breathing. He get Gary Neville literally camera on him and all this on Sky. He's like, what is going on here?
But like he actually bullied Arsenal the other week.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.
Was wrestling your first sport, by the way?
My first sport was football.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
We can take a little break from the wrestling.
Yeah.
You see, like when you're smiling, I said to you, like football. Who'd you support?
So I'm admittedly a bad man. I was born and bred in Leicester, but I support Liverpool.
It's not going to go down well, is it?
No, it's not. Admittedly, yeah. But in my defence, I've supported them through thick and thin, even when we were rubbish. And I remember going to, and I have been to Anfield. I was
going to say. I think it's more with Man United fans, like, but they're all from my area, but none of them, they couldn't find Old Trafford on the map.
No, wouldn't know like Manchester if it hit him in the face. Basically, I went to Anfield when Roy Hodgson was in charge, and we had
the dark days, fucking Robbie Keane. I mean, he's a good player, but
no, this was like Paul Konchesky and like.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember him from West Ham. Yeah, he was terrible.
Oh, it was awful. Somehow we beat Chelsea 2-0 because we had Fernando Torres up front, and he scored an absolute worldie into the top corner, and I was at the Anfield end, so literally
that must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was great, and but yeah, I've supported them through thick and thin, and like when we won the league, like last year, the year before. Was it the year before? I don't know what year I'm in anymore. But when we won the league,
2020, if that helps.
2020, yes, 2020. So last year, it was absolutely fantastic, and it made years of getting the piss taken out of me at school for being a Glory supporter.
Be a Glory supporter. You weren't winning anything. I mean,
this is it. Yeah, and people go, "Oh, you're a Glory supporter." It's like, hey, I was watching us like.
Losing like the Europa League final, like getting battered by Sevilla, losing the League Cup finals. You know what I mean? Just
yeah. I was watching all of that. I was watching like football under Gerard Houllier and like Roy Evans. Yeah, I was watching football under Roy Evans like in the mid-90s. And
you used to get rinsed literally next year would be our year. Obviously, it was going on for years, and then it actually happened under Klopp. And I think Klopp's fucking brilliant. Like he's one of the best, man. And you notice this season, you guys are fucking on fire. Salah is probably the best player in all of football right now, and I'm an Arsenal fan, but I will happily put my hand up and admit that he is. Unless he gets injured, I think you're gonna win the league, in my opinion.
This is the thing with us. Like our first team is just amazing, but you know, like last season with Van Dijk out, we were just absolutely.
Players getting injured, like Hendo was injured as well.
Yeah, and we've got like up front, our cover is Origi. Now, nothing against Origi, he's an absolute legend. He's always one of those who scores important goals when we need them, but he's not going to get you 20 odd goals a season. No.
Club legend, but like when you need him for like those big games, not just the moments, you know. I like him. I've got a soft spot for him. I mean, at the moment, I'm quite happy with Arsenal. I can't complain. Like, you know, we're unbeaten in like 8 or 9 games.
Doing it right.
I mean, I don't want to get too excited because I have in the past shit on Arteta in terms of his squad selections, substitutions, like, you know, tactics. Sometimes we don't attack enough, but at the moment things are good. Ramsdale, Chef's Kiss has
Oh,
been
yeah.
like our best signing by a country mile. Can
Yeah.
we keep it up? I hope so. He's making me eat my words. Like I was just like, oh, but then again, Leno just like says was fucking awful.
Yeah, it's just weird with Leno. He started off okay-ish and then just but I remember people saying Ramsdale was for saying what a waste of money that was, and then you look at him and it's like, like I've got a few Arsenal friends who are Arsenal fans, and they were saying the same thing, and I was like, yeah, well, he's proved his doubters wrong, and fair play to him.
I want to do just before we go back into wrestling, and I've done it with a few other British wrestlers, and I think you'll like this. So I've done it with Tommy Jackson, Lance Rivera did it with him as well. I want you to name your all-time five-a-side Liverpool squad: 1 goalkeeper, 2 defenders, or 2 midfielders. It's up to you. You have to have 1 goalkeeper though, but you can mix it up a little bit. So you can have either 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, or 1 striker. However you want to do it, go.
Yeah, it's got to be 2-2-1, isn't it? So goalkeeper, I would say Alisson for me. Just like
hard to argue. You had that period and your goalkeepers were just dreadful.
Oh yeah, like Westerveld and then Dudek, and then Reina had his good moments, but it was just
Dudek was involved in the Champions League. He did, you know,
he pulled up those
you have to be internally grateful for him for that.
Oh yeah.
That was a shit penalty by Shevchenko though. He did kick at the keeper.
Oh, and he did pull off that save from the cross where he did the double save, which was fantastic. But Alisson has been like unbeatable so far for me. I'm probably going to take this for my lifetime. So if there's people out there going, "Why didn't you pick Clements?" It'd be, well, I didn't really watch. I wasn't born then. So defender wise, I would have to go with Carragher as one of them. Jamie Carragher.
Absolutely fair.
Van Dijk has to be there.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking love
absolute
him.
rock. Yeah, he's just absolute rock at the back. Midfield, if I didn't say Gerrard, I would be shot. So obviously Steven Gerrard in mid. Striker, this is a tough one because I absolutely love Fernando Torres, but he broke my heart when he went to Chelsea. Suarez is obviously up there.
That once his last season for you guys, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Unreal. The fact that he was that close to win the league under Rodgers. Yeah.
And he was just scoring goals for fun. I would have to say Suarez just because he was just, for me, just on that season you mentioned, he was just like unplayable, absolutely just knocking in goals for fun. Narrowly beats out Salah, but for me Suarez, like prime Suarez.
That's
and
fair.
He's a bit nasty as well, so you need that in a five side. You need someone a little
but
bit.
he's superb. He is a world class player. So your five-a-side Liverpool squad is going to be Alisson, Carragher, Van Dijk, Gerrard, and Suarez.
Yeah.
Good squad. I like it. That's a good squad, mate.